Hello, friends. Can you hear me okay? Welcome. Someone could just let me know in the chat if you can hear me. That would be lovely. I'm trying out this new microphone. Okay, well, we'll just go for it. I trust that you all can hear me. And if you can't, then okay, perfect. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. All right. So let's start off. We're going to start off seated. So come and find a comfortable seat. I've had a morning of tech issues. So let's all ground and center. So finding a comfortable seat. Just begin to feel your sitting bones root down into the earth below. And we'll start by taking 3 very deep breaths. So as you inhale, please take a deep inhale through your nose and deep exhale through your mouth. Good. Big inhale and big exhale. Good. And one more time, biggest breath yet. And exhale, let it go. Good. And then just begin to feel into your seat. So feel your sitting bones ground down into the earth. And just begin to notice the point of connection where your seat meets the earth and where the earth meets your seat. And just allow yourself to settle into your space. Allow yourself to let go and just begin to tune in to what is for you right now. What is going on inside you right now? Notice any tension. Notice any heartache. Notice any sadness or anxiety or fear or happiness, peace, joy. It's all welcome here. Then begin to notice your sitting bones again. So just feeling that connecting point between the earth and your seat and the earth. And then just allow again whatever is here to be here. Notice it. Bring your attention to it intentionally. And then back into your seat. So again, just feeling the earth below you. Feel your connection to earth. Then just begin to notice if anything is shifting inside you. Notice any settling happening. Notice any ease trying to make its way to the surface. Any movement of energy, notice that. Then bring your attention back to the stress, to the worry, to the what is going on, the tension, the what's so in your life. And then back into your seat. So again, feeling that connection. Notice if your body starts to settle even more. Notice if it wants to take a deep sigh. or if it wants to let something go. Maybe it feels good to shake your arms out. Just notice what your body wants to do. Just paying attention to your body, exquisite attention to your body. What does your body need in this moment? And then allow whatever it is your body needs, let that be your intention. What I'm hearing right now within me is joy, which makes sense. Tech does not bring me joy always. Does when it's working. Just notice what you need from today's practice and let that be your heart's intention. So today we are working with heart energy, specifically the electromagnetic field around the heart. So the last two sessions, the first session, the first part of this course, the series, we worked with grounding and stabilizing the nervous system through different postures, breath work. And then the second part of the series, we went on to releasing. We did a lot of core work, a lot of belly work, belly breathing, breath of fire last week. And then today we're moving on to the heart space. So the heart coherence, my favorite thing to work with. It's so beautiful. And when we can get into this heart coherent space, it becomes the power or the essence that we operate from, meaning we start to operate from a space of ease, a space of peace. We start to learn or investigate within us that perhaps life doesn't have to be as big of a struggle as what we make it up to be sometimes. Oftentimes, the mind likes to cling to things, likes to attach to things. And so, yoga teaches us that when we let go, when we release, we can expand into something greater. And that something greater for me right now is the heart space. So, we're going to be working with expanding the heart. So, just begin to tune into the heart space in this moment. What does it feel like for you right now? Does it feel tight, constricted, closed? Does it feel open or expansive, joyful, at ease? Again, all of that is welcome here. Bring your attention back to your sitting bones, just grounding some of that energy down. Then back into the heart space. So, again, just noticing what's here at the heart. All of it is okay. We're just noticing, not getting lost in the story, and then back into the seats. Again, just feeling your connection to the earth. And then back into the heart once more. Start to notice if there's any settling here. What has shifted at the heart space? And then back into your seat last time. And when you're ready, let's bring our hands to our heart center. And we're going to open up with Om Namo Guru Dev Namo, which means I bow to the creative consciousness within. So please take a deep breath in through your nose. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Guru Dev Namo. Big breath in through your nose. And exhale, let it go. We're going to start with a little breath of fire here. So bring your arms to 60 degrees and extend your thumbs. Bend your fingers in towards your finger pads. For those of you who are new to Breath of Fire, the easiest way that I like to describe this and explain this, the way my teacher described it to me, is you just pretend like you're a dog panting, and then you close your mouth. So as you exhale, your belly is drawing in towards your spine. The inhale is not necessarily an intentional inhale, but it's just like a natural one, an organic one. Okay? So we'll do this for 3 minutes and begin. So bringing your awareness to your low belly. What we're starting to do here is we're starting to energize this pranic hub at the center of our navel. And this is the storehouse of our energy. And as we start to enliven this energy or this prana, we start to become enlivened and awakened. So we're starting to energize it so that we can become more energized throughout practice. And as a result, the practice ultimately at times can be a little bit more accessible, easier to stay present with the breath because there's already this sense of aliveness that we have cultivated. And if you're pregnant or menstruating, long, deep, slow breaths works here. Just about a minute left. Gaze at your low belly. Try to stay with it. Try to keep your attention focused on the breath. All right, take a big breath in through the nose, stretch through your thumbs. Bring your thumbs to touch. Spread your fingers wide. Pull the pelvic floor muscle up. Gaze the center of the brain, chin slightly down, spine long. And then exhale, slowly fan your arms. Let your palms rest up on your lap. And just take a moment to tune in. Just begin to notice. See if you can tune into what feels a little lighter inside. So sometimes it can be easy or easier to focus on what's not going right or what doesn't feel good. And so in this practice, I invite you today to tune into what feels good, especially after these breath practices. The more that we start to engage our nervous system to tune into what feels good, it's like what we focus on expands. And so we're attempting to expand these feel good sensations of lightness so that our mind can dwell on that, can focus on that, what feels good versus what doesn't. So we're just giving our mind a break, giving it something positive to focus on versus all the negative. Okay, good. All right, so let's come on to our hands and our knees. And we'll come into tabletop. And we're just going to move through some cat-cows to start. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. As you inhale, drop your belly. Lift your tailbone, extend your gaze up. And as you exhale, press down to the palms. Round through the upper back, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. And then inhale, coming forward through cow pose. Exhale, rounding through the upper back, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin. Good, and just start to move at your own pace here. Tuning into what feels good about these two postures. Allowing your mind to be entirely focused on the breath. So notice when the mind comes in, direct it back to the breath. Good, and let's come back to neutral tabletop. We're going to next do a little bit of core work here. So inhale, extend your right leg out, gaze up. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. And just keep going here. Move at your own pace. So you're welcome to move a little bit faster or take it a little slower. So just move at the pace that your body wants to move today. Inhale, kick out. Exhale, draw it in. All right, inhale, extend. Pause the breath, lift the pelvic floor up, belly in, and then exhale, release. Let's come into a child's pose. So big toes to touch, knees wide, extend the arms out. And just start to take some deep breaths into your upper back and shoulders. So just begin to get curious about what is your upper back and shoulders hanging on to. Notice if there's any tension there. Anywhere where it's difficult to get a full breath. And just notice that. And then go ahead and lift your hips off your heels and we'll go into the other side. So inhale, extend your left leg long. Exhale, knee into nose. Inhale, extend, gaze up. Exhale, knee to nose. And then just keep going here. Moving as fast or as slow as you like, totally up to you. So you exhale, pull the navel in towards the spine to engage the core. All right, inhale, extend. Pause the breath, lift the pelvic floor up, belly in. And then exhale, set the knee down, child's pose. Send the hips back, let the forehead fall to the earth. And then again, just sending some deep breaths into your upper back and shoulders. Allowing your upper body to breathe. And lifting your hips off your heels, please make your way into downward facing dog. So spreading the fingers wide, root down through all 10 finger pads. Pressing down through the index and thumb as if you're pressing the earth away from you. Feel the earth's energy reverberate up through your arms, down into your heart space. Feel your body breathe. So take some full breaths in, full breaths out. Roll your sit bones up towards the sky as you root through the backs of your heels. Deep breaths. Imagine the breath coming all the way from the low belly, all the way up the spine, into the crown of the head, and then all the way back down as you exhale. Like you're breathing space into your body. And as you inhale, slowly start to shift forward into high plank, stacking the shoulders over the wrists while keeping your belly engaged. And then exhale, pull your navel in towards your spine. Keep your hips slightly lifted. As you exhale, lift your hips up and back. Come into downward facing dog. Good. So we're just moving nice and slow and controlled here. Let's do that again. Inhale, mindfully shift forward, watching your body as it moves through space. And then exhale, belly into the spine first, then let your hips and low belly reach your body up and back into downward facing dog. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, slowly move forward as if you were moving through honey. And then exhale, belly pulls in, belly lifts you up and back. One more time. Good. Let's lower onto the knees. Let's take another child's pose. So just taking another moment to tune in, breathing deeply into your upper back and shoulders. Notice what's shifted here. Notice what feels a little light or a little more free than before. Maybe notice what doesn't. Slowly come back onto all fours. Make your way back into downward facing dog. Walk your big toes to touch, and as you inhale, slowly stretch your right leg high to the sky. Keep all 5 toes rotated towards the earth. As you rotate your inner thigh down, press through your right heel, and feel your right quad turn on. Pull the belly in, press equally through both palms. And then just take some deep breaths here into your low belly. So start to feel into the strength of your arms here. Palms pressing the earth away. Again, earth's energy reverberating into both palms, down into the heart. One more deep inhale. Then exhale. Slowly step your right foot in between your hands and drop to your left knee. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, root down through your big toe mound, little toe mound center of the heel, and reach both arms to the sky. Come into crescent lunge. So sinking a little deeper into that right knee, notice if you're collapsing in your low back, just soften your rib cage down. Relax the shoulders as you stretch the fingertips to the sky, elongating through the side waist. And then 3 breaths here. 3 deep breaths. And then with your right hand, grab your left wrist and just as you inhale, lift up out through the waist. As you exhale, hinge over to the right as if you were arcing over a beach ball. Hug your inner thighs together to help with stability. 3 breaths down the left side. Squeeze the inner thighs. Keep pressing down through the right foot. All right, inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. As you exhale, keep your chin slightly tucked as you squeeze your shoulder blades together to cactus the arms. 3 breaths here. And inhale, stretch both arms up to the sky. As you exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Hands can also be on blocks here. I like to use blocks. And then just start to shift your hips back, pulling the toes towards the face. Just deep breaths into the right hamstring. Okay, good. We're going to flow that. So setting the right foot down, inhale back into crescent lunge. As you exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, belly in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Half splits. Pull the right toes towards the face as you shift the hips back. Good. Inhale, set the right foot down. Reach your arms up to the sky, crescent lunge. As you exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you lift the heart, keeping the chin slightly tucked. Inhale, arms to the sky. Belly engaged. Exhale, hands to the earth. Shift your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, set the right foot down. Reach the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, cactus. Inhale, fingertips up. Hug the inner thighs. Exhale, hands to the earth. Shift back. Inhale back into crescent lunge. Exhale, release your hands down to the earth. Flip your back toes under. Step back into high plank. As you inhale, shift forward. To exhale, drop to your knees. Lower on to your belly. Hands to either side of the rib cage. Release the top of your feet on the mat. And rooting down through the tops of your feet, pressing down through your pubic bone. Lightly press down through the palms as you elevate the collarbones, hugging the elbows in towards the midline. Reach your heels back as you stretch your heart forward. 3 breaths here. And then exhale, gently lower down, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths in your down dog. Walking your big toes to touch. Inhale, mindfully stretch your left heel to the sky. Dialing the left, all 5 toes down to the earth. Press through your left heel to engage the left quad and then root down through all 10 finger pads as if you were pressing the earth away from you, and breathe into your core. Feel how strong your upper body is. Good. And then exhale. Mindfully step your left foot in between your hands as you drop to your right knee. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward to square the hips, and then rooting down through your big toe mound, little toe mound, center of the heel. Reach your arms up to the sky as you sink into your left knee. Then notice if your low back is collapsing, just soften the rib cage in. As you drop the shoulders, stretch the fingertips up, reach long through the sideways. And then 3 breaths here. And with your left hand, grab your right wrist. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, hinge over to the left. So again, as if you're arcing over a beach ball. 3 breaths down the right side. And then inhale back to center. As you exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep the chin slightly tucked. 3 breaths across the heart. Breathing deeply. If you notice we're slowing everything down, this is intentional. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, belly in. As you exhale, hands to the earth or to blocks as you shift your hips back. Pull the left toes towards your face. Breathe through the left hamstring. And then inhale, set your left foot down. Reach your arms up to the sky. So you exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades, elevate to the chest. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth, half splits. Send the hips back. Good. And again, inhale, plant the left foot, reach the arms up. Exhale as you cactus. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, half splits. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, release your hands to the earth. Step your left foot back to meet your right. As you inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower to your knees. Again, drop onto your belly. Release the tops of your feet as you inhale, root down through the pubic bone. Lift through the chest, hug the elbows in. 3 breaths. And then exhale, lower, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in downward facing dog. Okay, good. We're gonna flow that 1 breath to 1 movement, moving slow and controlled. As you inhale, slowly stretch your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, lower to your left knee. Right hip tugs back. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale as you cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your chest. Inhale, fingertips up. Then exhale, hands float down to the earth. Shift your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Right hip tugs back. Inhale back into crescent lunge. And exhale, cactus. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, half splits. And one more time. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale back to crescent. Then exhale, lower your hands down, curl your back toes under, step back into high plank. Inhale, shift forward. This time, option to lower halfway through chaturanga, or you can lower all the way to the mat as we just did. And inhale, finding upward facing dog or cobra. Shoulders over wrists. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Reestablish your connection to the breath. Inhale, slowly stretch your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands, drop to your right knee. Tug the left hip back. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Protect the low back by softening the rib cage. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, half splits. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to crescent. Exhale, release your hands down. Step back to high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway through chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in downward dog. Okay, the bottom of your next exhale, spin your left heel flat. Step your right foot in between your hands. So your back foot is at a 30-degree angle. And here you want to make sure that your feet are wide. So if it feels like you're on a tightrope, just walk that right foot out to the side, coming into warrior one. So pressing down through the big toe mound, little toe mound, center of the heel. Reach your arms up to the sky. Right knee is over the right ankle. Again, if it feels a little wobbly, widen your base. Relax the shoulders, soften the rib cage, extend through the fingertips. 3 breaths. And as you exhale, interlace your hands behind your low back. On your inhale, press your knuckles towards your left heel. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, humble warrior. Land your right shoulder to the inside of your right inner thigh or knee. And you'll notice here that your right hip wants to pop out. So just pull it in and back. 3 deep breaths here. Gaze can be at the inside of your right foot, or if you'd like, you can also just let your head release to the mat. Inhale slowly, pulling the belly in. Start to lift your torso upright. I'm going to release the arms and come into warrior two. So position your feet so that your right heel is intersecting the left arch. Bend into your right knee. Position your right toe that it's pressed so that it's pressing open towards your second toe. And then relax the shoulders down the back. Stretch through opposite fingertips. Gaze down the right middle finger. Just breathe here. On your next inhale, straighten the front knee. Pivot your feet so that your toes are in, heels are out. Then let's interlace our fingers behind our low back. As you inhale, press your knuckles behind you, elevate through the chest. As you exhale, belly in towards your spine as you fold forward. And just taking some deep breaths here. This is too much on the shoulders. You can either release your hands to the mat or you can just rest your thumbs on your low back. Belly into the spine. Inhale, slowly come on up. Release your hands. We'll come back into warrior two. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, spin your arms down to frame your front foot. Step back into high plank. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale as you lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Find your breath here. The bottom of your next exhale, spin your right heel flat. Step your left foot forward. Again, you're going to want to have a wide base here, so just walk that left foot out so you feel supported. Hug the left hip back and in. As you inhale, press down through the left foot to elevate the arms. Sink into the left knee so that your left knee is directly over the left ankle. And press down through the outer right foot to internally rotate the right thigh. Soften the shoulders, soften the rib cage. 3 breaths. Feel your body breathe. And then interlace your hands behind your low back. Let's do opposite way. Pull the knuckles down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, humble warrior. Left shoulder lands the inside of that left inner thigh or knee. And then notice your left hip, pull it in and back. Gaze at the inside of your left foot or release the crown of your head to the mat. 3 breaths. And then inhale, slowly come up. Release the grip. We're going to spin open into warrior 2. So I'm just going to switch my feet around here. So left knee over the left ankle. Left knee is pressing open towards that second toe. Shoulders are in line with the hips. Extend your arms out to either side. Deep breaths. And then straightening your front knee. Again, let's interlace our hands behind our low back. You can do the opposite way or the awkward way. Inhale. Press your knuckles back. Elevate through the chest as you exhale. Hinge forward. Good. Releasing the crown of the head and then just taking some deep breaths here. And inhale, slowly come on up, belly in towards the spine. Come back into warrior 2. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Step back into high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down chaturanga or all the way to the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog or horse cobra. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. 3 breaths in your down dog. Feel your body breathe. Good. At the bottom of your next exhale, gaze forward. Hop forward. Let's come down onto our seat and then onto the back for a little more core work. Okay. So just some simple core work here, nothing fancy. Just going to bend the knees. Feet are hip width distance apart. Interlace your hands behind your low back. Behind your head. And take a breath in here. As you exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Tuck your tailbone. Squeeze the core. Exhale as you lower. Good. And again, inhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Curl the tailbone under. Belly engages. Exhale as you lower. Good. Keep going. Inhale. Feel your core. Feel your deeper muscles. Exhale, lower. Good. Keep going. Another big inhale. And exhale, release. Okay, so for this next one, going to bend your left knee in towards your rib cage, extend your right leg long. And we're just going to piston the legs back and forth. So take a breath in, left knee in, exhale, switch, right knee in, left extends. Inhale, left, exhale, right. If your low back is sensitive, you can lift your hips up and set your sacrum on the backs of your hands. Keep breathing. We're just here for a minute. All right, inhale, extend your legs out to 30 degrees. Belly in, lift the Mulabandha, pelvic floor up and in. And then exhale, release. Let's just take a little mini Shavasana here. So let your arms fall open and wide. Let your legs fall open and wide. Feel your back body on the earth. And then again, start to tune into what is so in your body right now. What are you noticing? And then come back into the back body, noticing your back body resting on the earth, noticing the point of connection where your body meets the earth, where the earth meets your body. Noticing any sensation, any movement happening within the body. Back into the back body, feeling connected to the earth, grounding some of this energy down. One more time into the energy in your body, noticing what's true in your body. And then back to the earth, feeling the connection. And then start to notice if anything feels a little more still inside. What has shifted for you in this short amount of time that we've been moving and breathing? Just notice. And let it all be what it is. So notice when the mind comes in, starts to judge or tell a story. Bring it back to the breath, back to the body. And then hugging your knees in towards your chest. Make your way into a seat. We're going to come into a little breath practice here. So super simple, super, um, super simple and what's the word I'm looking for? Impactful, efficient, profound, all of these things. Okay. So first one, we're just going to bring our palms face down. We're just going to bounce our palms up and down like as if we were bouncing a ball. This particular breath work series is called Authentic Stillness. And so as we move our hands up and down, we're going to do breath of fire here. So be here for 3 minutes. And if you are menstruating or on your pregnant, if you're pregnant, long, deep, slow breaths. Try to stay with it. Try to stay with the breath. With the intention of purifying your subtle body. What we're doing here is we are increasing the voltage of our energetic system. As we start to increase the frequency of our body, you may start to notice that some of these lower level emotions or lower level frequencies that you're hanging on to for whatever reason start to fall away. Gaze at the center of the brain. Stay with it. Notice when the mind wants to get involved. Notice when it wants to distract. Stay with the breath. Okay, take a big breath in through the nose. Keep your palms where they are at the navel center. Hold the breath at the top, lift the pelvic floor in. Gaze at the center of the brain, spine tall, chin in. And then exhale, release. And just take a moment here to just, again, tune in. Feel your connection to the earth. Feel your sitting bones. Honor exactly where you are. Now moving into our next Kriya. So this one, we're just going to move our arms back and forth, kind of like in a jerking motion. And you can kind of pretend like you're waist deep in water and you're just flicking the water towards your face. And same thing with breath of fire here, 3 minutes. Again, try to stay focused on the breath. Keep with it, stay with it. Notice when the mind wants to come in, come back to the breath. You can do it. Keep going. Be stronger than the mind. If you can tap into the deep wisdom of the body, of the spine as you do this, we're really starting to work the auric field here, working with heart energy here. So we're starting to stir some things up in the best way so that we can rest in this stillness. That is the heart. When the heart is clear, it is authentically still. That is our true nature. And sometimes, all too often, we just get lost. We get confused. We get stuck in the coming and going of thought. And so, what this mudra is doing is it's starting to clear away, it's starting to produce a cleansing effect so that we can be still. It's hard to be still when the mind is busy. So, this kriya helps to stimulate the parasympathetic response in our bodies by cleansing, by clearing away all that gets us in the way, that gets in the way of us connecting to a profound state of inner peace. It's always there. It's always available to us. It's just the mind